We made it. We made it, chat. Whew. It was a long podcast, and we finally arrived. Sorry, I'm flattening out my desk mat because we're about to make an inky mess. It's not going to be the Ink Pony Club today, but we're going to make an inky mess. Good morning, Planet Michelle. Good morning. How is everyone? What's up, Sim? What we got here? Gwen MPH, 31 months of subbing. Let's go. Papa Weo, 26 months. Let's go. Let's go. The time has come. Funny podcast. That was a fun one. It was an elongated podcast. I was super tired by the end. Poll for spill. This would be a fair one to test. I think I'll be okay because I'm just going to do Q-tip swabs for what I want to do. So I shouldn't be tipping them. And these are all, I'm looking at the bottles right now. These are all pretty normal bottles. So listening. Oh, nothing to spoil. Nothing to spoil. The pen is the Mist, Mountain Mist, the Platinum 3776, which I just opened yesterday, and I can't decide what ink to use, so we're going to test some today. Peggy Love, 55 months of subbing. Beautiful. Love you, Peggy. Love you, Peggy. 10K points to ink spillage. You need a blue black? I did. Like, I have several blue blacks, grays. This is all blue and gray. Oh, my fan's on. I got really hot during the podcast, too. Beep. And if Toby's borks, it's because the bug man's here. Right, Toby? He's killing the bugs. You don't want the mosquitoes biting you, do you? Longtime YouTube VOD watcher, glad to finally catch you live. Nice, the Cloudy Desk. I appreciate you doing that. I'm glad I throw them up there. Like, and when I first started, I didn't really put them up there. But now that we're going to do like a bunch of pin content, it was like, let's just throw them up there. Like, I don't edit them. This is what we do here. So, yo, Toyota Lawyer, what's up? Steve Z, happy to know the Spoke Ready has already annoyed someone in a meeting for me playing with the cap. Heck yes. Our job has been done. Happy time zone, Larry Lenny. You thought I was late? You were definitely not late. I was actually late today. Ready for F1 this weekend? I am actually very ready. Even though it could be a boring race, I didn't like the one-off Miami race. I was in the mode, and then they took it away from me again. Matching ink would be too light, so time to go something strikingly different. I think like magenta-y pink would be my go-to. That's one of my favorite colors anyway. Good morning, all the hobbies. Like, I think that would be perfect. Like Sailor Mania Akibi that I rave about is perfect for this pen. Let's start taking a look because I can't stream for like an hour today. So yeah, like you're not wrong, Andrew. But for the first ink, I want to do this matchy stuff. Love the NWSL shout out. Heck yes. Commission white bear pens to make me. Oh, you'll have to, Cloudy Desk, you'll have to give me a, you have to shoot me an image when you get it done. I would love to see that. All right, let's get set up here. What's up, Glyph? Hope you're doing okay. Long time no talk. All right, we're going to do easy mode today, chat. So I got swabs. We're going to use, I need a list of beginner pin twirling pins for pin twirling newbies. The Pentel RSVP is the classic off-the-shelf twirler. Until you get into like custom stuff. It's been a while since I've talked to any pin twirlers. The RSVP was the classic twirler shape. All right, see you, Steve. Have a custom pin showing today. Ooh. Eyedropper Bach number 8. All right, we're also going to use our Life Notebook because this is what I write in the most anyway. And the paper does good for fountain pens. Awesome, Glyph. So we're going to do this. I got my little baby. This little mat's really not going to do much good. All right, so this is the pen. So this is the Platinum 3776 Mountain Mist. It has a matte blue-ish barrel, kind of a light gray finial here. It does look heavy. God. It's weighty. Has a different shade of gray in the cap, which you can see between the finials. So the finials match, and this is a different color. And then this is a different color here. And then the nib. The nib is great. And I got a medium, which is cool. So I opened this yesterday, and I didn't know what to ink it with. And I really want to do something matchy-matchy with this one. My initial inclination, I didn't want to do. Wow. Was to just go right with the platinum Mount Fuji blue black. And this is going to be too blue, but we're going to put this on the page just to have that comparison. Like, I already know this isn't the answer. It sounds like I'm teaching a class. I'm teaching me a class. Yeah. So this is not going to be the answer, but this is going to be on the palette to compare, right? So we have that. Shinkai is the other one, which is probably going to be too blue, but it's more gray than this one. So since I use these inks so much, I want them as reference. Venta Armada. I do have Armada. I don't think that's the one, though. Okay. So these are both mostly my reference points. Okay. So we're going to sit these here. We'll probably do those first. Then we get into the grays. Papier Plume Oyster Gray, which is great. Pilot Blue Black is way too blue, I think. I think Platinum, this might be bluer. But since we have Shinkai, that'll be my Platinum Blue Black. I don't have any of the wet pen inks. I need to get some, though. So Oyster Gray for a gray. Y'all mentioned Ice Fog from Aziza, which is a nice one. And then I also thought Gray J might be a good choice. It's got a little bit of that blue-gray in there. I don't know if this will be too blue. Mont Blanc Petrol Blue. I don't know if that's going to work. Mystic Storm, I don't have. Mont Blanc Around the World in 80 Days, I don't have. Kirisame, I might have. J. Herbin Stormy Gray, I don't have. I don't know if Kikyo is going to be too blue. Ice Fog is great, but not in a medium. Yeah, Gray J. Chicago would be great. I don't have it. I gave that one to Jeff. Can I speak blasphemy without upsetting anyone? No guarantees. In Ainzu, which is what Olive Octopus was mentioning. RO Great Southern Ocean, I don't have that either. There's a lot of inks I don't have, Chad. So, I don't know if we'll have an answer here. I think there's maybe like 2 or 3 choices in all of these. But we'll see. We'll play around with them. So, Glyph, you can blaspheme at your own risk. I think we're a blaspheme at your own risk channel. People gushing over how good this LE color are overacting its translucent gray blue. It's not even that exciting to you. No, like, people don't like a lot of pens that other people like. I'm totally cool with that. But if someone does like it and wants to rave about it, they should rave about it. And if you don't like it, you should say you don't like it. All of it's okay. Supercell from Birmingham, I don't have that. I think it's pretty special. I like it. So, no, it's not blasphemous at all. That's like normal. Gourmet Pens. I need to text you something, Gourmet Pens. Are you here? I didn't even see you. Get some actual blueberry jam. I do have some of that. Gourmet Pens, remind me to text you later. All right, let's see. All right, let me get these base ones in on what I don't think it's going to be. Anyone in chat that owns the Pilot Jutsu 95 or even Brad? I do not own that, so if anyone else does, let them know. Man, this bottle's getting low, chat. So we're going to put Shinkai and Mount Fuji in the middle. All right, so that's there. I do need to make a little note of these. Oh, yeah, don't make you crazy excited. Sure. It's funny, I talked on the podcast today. It's like, listen to me rave about this pen when if Sailor would only release pens every now and then, I would rave about them too. Except Sailor does it every day, so they might make a better looking pen, but I don't have to rave about it because there's just going to be a different one tomorrow. So we're just going to make quick notes here. So this is... So I made a point on the podcast today to say, hey, listen to me rave about this, when it's really not that special in the grand scheme of things. It's just that we don't get that all the time from Platinum. Now, we'll get it every day from Sailor, so I don't have to rave about them. So I kind of made your point on the podcast today. So this is Platinum Blue Black, and they are always a very blue ink. So this was my initial thought just because it's what I use. But it is absolutely the wrong choice for this pen. It dries a little bit darker. Why were you laughing at the end of the podcast last week when you said goodbye, Brad? Who knows? I can't remember today. So yeah, Platinum's Blue Black is the bluest blue black. It's really like even not really that blue black. So Robert Oster Chicago would be perfect, except I don't own it. I did buy it, but I gave it to Jeff to review. I can't remember, Glyph. I'll have to go back and listen. So the refill. This is the M17 Jetstream in extra fine. So this is the Japanese M17, and then they call it extra fine, which is great. It's 0.5 millimeter. So you can see it's darkening up as it dries. Did you have to buy it separate? I did. No, I didn't buy it. Someone in Japan sent it to me. It's such a great refill. Yeah, for sure. Joe at Gentleman Stationer accidentally got some. So you see how this dries darker? It goes down really blue. But no, it's, yeah, still aftermarket for now. All right. So those are my baselines. Actually, Shinkai is not that bad, all things considered. All right, so let's have some kind of sense here. Let's do these two up top and these four on the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna do Ainzu. Shinkai might be Tsukio. And I'm wrong when I say this, but always in my head, Tsukio has more green into it, even though I don't think it really does. But when I compare that to Shinkai, I always feel like it's got some kind of teal in it, even though I prefer Tsukio in a lot of situations. Monteverde Blue Velvet Cake, I don't have that. So I'm not crazy. Okay. So that's my head canon for that. All right, look at that. So this is Ainzu. This is the Olive Octopus. Mentioned this yesterday. I think this is a real contender. So let's put this in the middle. This is Tasha, or is this Teranishi? I get those mixed up. This is Tasha Ainzu. I mean, we could just stop right here, honestly. Navy beans. Who makes navy beans? I don't have navy beans. Ren Melon, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. What you up to today? Thanks for being here. It's dark. It's not that dark. So I appreciate the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Can we get a shout out for Ren Melon? I appreciate you. What were you streaming today? Yeah. When Olive Octopus speaks... Oh, Inkdependence Navy Beans. I might have that. When Olive Octopus Ink speaks about ink, you just do SO. SO, Glyph. SO. SO, then at Ren Melon, I think. We were writing today? Heck yes. Heck yes, I need to give you a follow. There we go. Boom. Ah. What were you writing about? All right, got the follow. Nice. Thank you so much. Maybe show it in the face camera. Yes, we will do. So this camera definitely has some different lighting than the face camera. Ainzu, leader in the clubhouse, right? When Olive Octopus Inc. speaks, we listen. All right. Pronunciation. Don't make me kick your butt. How's that for pronunciation? Did I pronounce that one okay? Did you need that today, Glyph? I feel like you needed that today. About your 912 FA nib, can you use most inks? I did not mod anything on it. Most inks have been fine so far. So this is Kikyo Blue. This is probably too blue, but I was more curious because I haven't used this one in a while. Like, I wasn't really considering this one, but it's not bad. It's more that I haven't used this in a while. Hubby, Pauper Knight, and I are pin collectors? Heck yes. Well, I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad you said hey, and now I follow you. So that's awesome. So today we're trying to find an ink to go in this pen. I should maybe just leave that right there. Wow, this is a really pretty color. I don't know that it's for this one, but... Manyo Budo? What's Manyo Budo? That's like two different inks, isn't it? All right. This was a top choice. Papier Plume Oyster Gray. Desk camera is way darker, a little bit. I'll do the full page before I. Your branding is Moon Rabbit. Nice. I love that. I love that icon, that emote. Oh yeah, like I don't mod pins like that, generally speaking. That's not my jam. So let's do... So this is Oyster Gray. Let's go right here. So that's Papier Plume Oyster Gray. And let's do... Oh. Oyster. Y'all were asking me about this refill. This is probably my most used pen over the last couple weeks. Ainzu. Yeah, that is actually really a good call. Oyster Gray should be available. I think it's a regular one. Moon Rabbit is compassion in several cultures. That's amazing. Yeah, that's perfect. I love that. Let's do Gray J over in this corner, because I think this corner might be our leaders. I beta tested. Oh, there you go, Spicy Miso. Beta tested the 2 and 3 channel feeds from FNF, and it was overkill. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it, but with stock. But I'm not pushing things. So Gourmet Pens Gray J. If you bought an expensive pen and you have baby bottom, would you send it back? No, I just get someone to fix it. I mean, honestly, like, and I shouldn't have to, and you should be fine to send it back. But I'm getting it fixed. Like, if I buy a Visconti and I spend like $800 on it and the nib has a baby's bottom, I'm not going back to Visconti. I'm getting a nib grinder to fix it. And I can be like, you can say, well, that's stupid and that's wrong, and you would not be wrong. Like, it should be perfect out of the box. You would not be wrong. But I've bought it, like, that is not the color I expected there from Gray J. Yeah, like, I'm, like, it's an experience thing. It's like, your expectations should be met when you purchase it. I've bought enough pens to know I better really, really like the pen, and if the nib is a little bit cuckoo, I can get it fixed. So Gray J is out. That is too blue, I think. And maybe too light, I don't know. So then we have Petrol Blue. I completely get the expectation for the pen to work perfectly out the box. So yeah, it's like buying a 22-year-old pitcher. Sheesh. True. I'm interested to see how this one dries. If you like the resin mix, keep the pen, fix the nib. Yeah. Yeah, you can always fix the nib. The more expensive the pen is, the more likely I am to keep it and just get the nib fixed. If it's an inexpensive pen, I might just send it back. Is baseball a big thing in all of Georgia, just the Macon area? My brother-in-law's from around there. So Macon was the home to one of the great Atlanta Braves minor league teams back in the 90s. The Macon Braves are where like Chipper Jones and Andrew Jones and a lot of the all-time Braves came through. They haven't been in a while. So now it's more Atlanta area, but it's always been a kind of a baseball hotbed. Like one of the high schools around here always has like high-end college players that make the pros and stuff like that. So this is Ice Fog. Yeah, I think you're right. I'd need a bigger nib for this. Maybe I'm going to give it a little extra dab here so we can see some darkness. Did Smoltz pitch there? No, because he came up through Detroit. So he probably only pitched in AAA. It was a low A team. It was a A-ball team. So it was a pretty... you would have to have been like drafted and come through the system to play in Macon. All right, anything else we should consider? Recently found Ferris wheel and I'm in love with their inks. Yeah, they do cool sampler packs in like small vials too. Like you can get that. I don't have Earl Grey. Braves finally last night. Schaefer Red, don't have it, thankfully. John Smoltz is my favorite Cardinal. Last time I'll say it, but Chinchilla is great. Is that something you sent me? Is that why you keep saying it? Because I don't have it, but is it in your kit? Do you see the MLB remove the restrictions on Shoeless Joe, Pete Rose, and others? I did. Is Chinchilla a normal ink? Like, what's the formulation on Birmingham Chinchilla? Have you used Dawdle from Sugar Turtle? I haven't. Oh, I've got Mike's inks. Or the bivalve. I don't have Tobin's. I do have Tobin's in here. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. Like, yeah, the Pete Rose thing. Like, I'm out on that. Keystone formula, that doesn't help. What is Keystone formula? They change all the time. I don't know. Traditional, base, standard. All right, I'll get Chinchilla. And I think I have Mike's. Let's see what I got here. Where is the pack I used? Chinchilla. I don't agree with moving the band on Rose. I correct. Yeah. Yeah, there. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. Maybe they just lifted the band to make a cheater's ring, a cheater's haul. Okay, Chinchilla. Where's Mike's? Are either the bivalves a good match? I know, and literally, it's all gambling all the time now. So do I have toe beans over here? I'm checking a couple other samples I have just laying around. I have toe beans, I just don't know if it's in here. Navy beans. Here we go. Navy beans. Hens and chicks. Not that one. Mr. Nose. So toe beans or navy beans. Don't trust a bivalve is too blue. Okay, so we should try these three. Okay, so here's Chinchilla. See Chinchilla. We'll do this and we'll find a bottle of ink to give away when we're done. This Gray Jay, I love how it dried. I don't think I would enjoy ink fog in this pen. I need something different. All right, so this is Chinchilla. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. That's a cool color. Then we'll do navy beans and toe beans. You like the petrol so far? Okay, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna look at these as they dry. So this is navy beans. That's a pretty cool color. Now that we have vials, I'm more likely to spill. I took my vial holder out of here, which is a mistake. So that is navy beans. So I said 8 inks in the title. We're going to be doing 11 inks. 11's my favorite number, so we might have a choice here. Do you happen to have the dark blue Morazin ink? I do. I have the blue-black Morazin. Oh, no, I don't have that one. I just have blue-black. You have to shake the dickens out of toe beans and navy beans? Okay. I didn't do that with navy beans. So this is toe beans. That is properly shook, I believe. Maybe a shade of brown. Maybe next round, brown might be good. I'm going this range for this initial fill. So you can see kind of the palette I have going here. Yeah. I think brown would be great. I really think pink would be great. Like, given my love for pink inks, I'm dying to put pink in here, but I want to wait. All right, so let's put the beans back. Shinkai still seems the best. It's better than I thought it was going to be. All right, I think navy beans and toe beans are too dark. I think Chinchilla is an option. Okay. 61 months, Jackie. We're not doing Sukiyo. Sukiyo, I think, has a hint of green. Okay. So we'll look at it in this camera, then we'll do a Y'all really like petrol, huh? I rarely use that ink. And I'm not trying to find the perfect match, but I'm trying to, like, what's the best complement to this pen, right? What's a really good, fun ink that's complementary? Einzu. Einezu. So, chinchilla. Oh, let me get this more on the screen. Chinchilla. I think these are the three choices. This is new petrol. This is Mont Blanc petrol. Third line, first one. So I actually think it's one of these three. Oyster, it has more character than I thought. It's definitely not Grey J. Kikyo's better than I thought. I don't like petrol for this pen, but that looks like an amazing ink. Shinkai. 1, 2, 3. And I don't know, Shinkai's not bad either. Maybe these 4. I think these colors are pretty representative. I don't think this is going to do anything for y'all. If I can even get a flat lighting thing. I don't think this... Chinchilla looks less purple on this screen than it does on the other camera. I don't know if that helps. Oh, wait. Is that the poll? I want to cancel that poll. I want to do 4 inks. Because I think Shinkai should be in there. So let's see. Cancel that poll. And then let me do the entrance. And then I'll go with what y'all choose. So cancel this one. Oh, here, I can just end it. So let's cancel this one. There we go. It took a minute. Okay. So we'll skip that. So... Okay. Oyster, Shinkai, Einzu, Chinchilla. And whatever y'all pick, that I'll go with that one. So you got that, Glyph? Can you do that? Just same poll, but add Shinkai. I think that's fair to put in Shinkai because it's better than I thought. I thought it was instantly out. Okay, whatever y'all pick, I will ink. I think those are the best. I'm actually surprised. Oh, I'm sitting here staring at this, not talking, not showing y'all. I think out of this page, Petrol has me the most interested, but not for this pen. I've just rarely used Petrol. I used a soft notebook, so it's kind of bendy. So I'm trying to like not do different light for all these here. That's pretty flat. So out of these inks, not for this pen, I like these two a lot. I'm kind of curious. Because I never use this ink and it looks pretty rad. Yeah, this is the type of paper I'll be writing on the most with. That's why I do most of my ink swabs. Like, I don't really keep the Colodex cards or any kind of book. I just throw them in this notebook because it handles ink so well. And I use this a lot. It's a medium nib. True, good point. It's a medium nib. Platinum medium nib, but still. But yeah, I throw all kinds of ink in here because it handles it so well. So yeah. Your Petrol swatch has me thinking. It looks even better in person. So this is a life notebook. Yeah, no camera is going to be better. I didn't think the face camera showed off Chinchilla like it does here. This has a purple tone in it. When I put it on the face camera, it just looked gray. This is the perfect page to explain why we continue to buy blue inks, right? Stream giveaway, let's go. Brashy and Sassy, that means I'm going to do 2 giveaways. So I'm going to do a giveaway here in just a minute, but I'll do yours first. People that owns Airfoil paper, is the paper same as COL? What's COL? Give away the ink sample page. That's funny. I mean, I could. Oh, Cosmo Airlight, CAL. They're very related. I'd say that's really similar. All right, y'all got 20 seconds left for the poll. Yeah, this is why I have all these blue blacks. What sample vials do you use for ink? I got them off Amazon. I mean, I can send you the link. The one I used is in the ones I bought were just off Amazon. Yeah, I have a post. I need a shortcut to that post. I'll find it real quick. Ainzu wins. Yeah, I got the post pretty handy. Ainzu wins. All right, hang on one sec. Let me get this post. I actually referenced this post a lot, and I thought I had a shortcut to it on here. Ainzu. So if you're ever curious, just go to my site and search Moko with the raid. What's up? Moko made us your problem now. What is up, Moko made? You caught us sampling inks today. Derek and Devin, I'm assuming that's who was on stream today. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for being awesome. Giddy up. Thank y'all for the follows. We'll jam on it. We actually get to raid you because having a really bad storm. Oh no, be safe. Actually, I heard there was some storms coming through. Welcome all of you from Moko Made. I'm glad y'all are my problem now. Anyone that's friends with Moko Made is a friend of mine. So yeah, that's super cool. I was like, what time is it? I know I'm not that late today. But no, I appreciate y'all. My name's Brad. While we giddy up here with all these follows, I talk about pens. Like for a living, that's my job, to talk about pens, fountain pens, standard pens, pencils, stationery of all kinds. So love having y'all here. We are literally playing with inks today. We got out a bunch of ink bottles, made a bunch of ink swabs because we're trying to fill up a new pen with an ink. And we got all these inks. And we're doing all these things. And we're about to do 2 giveaways. So y'all should hang out. Y'all should hang out for a second. We're about to do some giveaways. We got inks everywhere. So we just did a poll for the ink that's getting ready to go into this pen. And it's this one. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. So hang tight. Let's do a giveaway. Who was it that did the redemption? Was it Bailey? Who did the points redemption for the giveaway? So thank y'all so much. Let's do a giveaway now, and then we'll back that up. Glyph, did you get your link? Giddy up. Thank you all for the follows. I really appreciate y'all. I stream like 3 times a week, usually before or during Moko streams. I only stream for like a couple hours at a time, usually today. There you go, Glyph. Usually Wednesday is a short stream because I podcast about pens, usually right before this stream. Yeah, they were sparking. They were catching fire. Good. I'm glad they need to take cover. They need to take cover. Brash and Sassy, thank you from Corolla. I knew it started with a B. We're going to keep giddying up here while I'm going to find something to give away, chat. So yeah, Glyph, that was my ink sampling post. And it has the link to those vials, and they've been good. Those are the ones I sent to San Francisco for the show. Yeah, I hope they stay safe. Hope they stay safe up there. That's always scary. Definitely in the South, we get a lot of that heavy stuff. I use Waterman ink in my Lamy Safari. That's a perfect choice. Perfect choice. Waterman inks are awesome. Do you have a favorite? Which one do you use? All right, let's do a giveaway. if we did this? Are there any cool pins here? What is this? All right, let's do this. All right. I need room here. All right, so Ainzu won the inking. We're gonna ink that up here in just a second. Boss Baker Chris, woo, with the gifted subs. Are you a pin maker? So I do make pins at spokedesign.com. Boss Baker Chris with the 5 gifted subs. Let's go. Thank you so much. So I make, me and my partner Brian design machine pins that look like this, that fit popular refills like the Signo, Uniball Signo, the Pilot G2, the Pentel Energel, so stuff like that. Still no sub gif. I know, I could use a sandwich too. So we get inky here too, so yeah. What's up, Thule? Yeah, so I do everything pin related you could imagine. Blog, podcast, stream, make. Used to turn pins by hand for about 6 years. So we support a lot of makers here. There's literally pin makers in the chat right now who make pins, like Bart from Zodiac. I promise we're going to get to these giveaways. So like Bart from Zodiac, he's here in the chat. That's his pin that he made right there. Jonathan, Carolina Pin Co., he was in the chat. I don't know if he's in there today. That's his pin. So, yeah. Maker pin, 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 maker pin. Yeah, this is mostly, almost exclusively maker pins in this box. Different style. The only one that's not is this one right here. I should actually probably just remove it and put it in a different one. So, yeah, this is like a lot of the maker pins that I have. So, yeah, cool stuff. And they come hang out. A lot of them come hang out in chat here as well. And then there's also makers that stream making pins as well. So, cool stuff. All right, let's get this giveaway going, and then we can keep chatting. So I'm giving away a set of Pendleton notebooks. I think I got these from Van Ness Pens. So it's a 3-pack of notebooks in this fancy carbon fibery Faber-Castell. There's Bart. So Dens Pens streams. I don't know if we have a Dens Pens link. So Dens Pens streams making pens. I don't know if Maverick streams on YouTube. And who else streams on here? Gun Girl Crafts. I'm not familiar with them. So yeah, there's definitely some pin makers who stream. All right. Since we got a mess going. So we're going to give away this set of notebooks and this pen. And then we'll do another giveaway for ink after this. Okay, here's what you do. All you have to do to enter is type !waffle. !waffle. That's it. !waffle. No ticket. Don't follow the instructions except for what I say. !waffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. You got to say hey when I pick your name or the bot picks your name. The bot is biased. The bot likes to be bribed. If you talk nice to the bot, he's more likely to pick you, or she, or it. I don't know what the bot is. And then you email me your shipping address to hello@peninac.com, which we'll have at the end. And then I mail this to you. That's it. !waffle. Anyone can enter. All right. So we'll let this run for about 3 or 4 minutes. Thank you again for the point redemption for the giveaway. Thank you again, Moko. Did we get a shout out to Moko Made in all of this? I mean, they're down for the count right now, but literally a giveaway. So we do a minimum of 1 giveaway per stream, and it's usually 2, and then sometimes 3, depending on how long I stream, how many new things I've got to share, depending on how many people can redeem points here. Dustin's gonna win this time for sure. For sure. Unless I'm doing a shipping stream and then I don't do giveaways because I don't have my whole setup like I do here. So. Be kind to the AI. It's fabulous and we'll be in charge one day. See? Mel probably is got a better chance at winning now. Thank you all for the follows. Jacqueline's 19 months of subbing. All of the followers, I didn't mention you by name, but I really appreciate you. I've definitely been giddying up the whole time. So thank you all for the follows. I appreciate you. Appreciate you hanging out. Okay, so I owe y'all an inking. Man, chill. That was not nice. All right. Dustin wins, I'll die laughing. Dustin probably deserves to win. I think Dustin's won. Dustin has won. I think Dustin was the one I mixed up the giveaway stuff before, right? Didn't I? All right. I am going to attempt to fill this just from the converter, which I think the platinum converter is okay at this. Mostly, but just because I'm lazy and want to keep it clean around here. Oh, I just grabbed the Q-tips. I didn't see them there. Rip. All right. So we'll dip this in here in a second. That's how easy it is to fill a fountain pen, chat. You won it once and it would lead to secrets. Yeah, exactly. So, was Wendy Sue the other one? I can't remember who. I prefer converters over cartridges. I love converters and cartridges. I use a lot of cartridges. The platinum, I'd have to refill their cartridges. They're a proprietary fitting, so I use their blue-black cartridges, which would look nice in this pen. All right, y'all got about a minute left for this giveaway. Exclamation point waffle. Giving away this pen and notebook set. Exclamation point waffle. So I keep this notebook to where I just test pens. It's just like a crap notebook, just all kinds of stuff in here. You should always keep a notebook that you don't care about, and you can just figure stuff out as you go. So when you fill a pen like I just did, it's not going to write immediately. But I always like to test real quick, and if not, I will dip this in the bottle to kind of get it going. All right, got about 30 seconds left. I had a Jinhao converter crap out on me yesterday. What's crap out mean? Like it came apart or what? So you can dip the nib in there and kind of get it primed. Cross Century Classic only takes cartridges, so they have a lot of pens have like a proprietary like fitting for that. This is a super firm medium nib, chat. I like it. It is really fine. Kind of glad I got the medium now. So Olive Octopus is going to be mad that this ink won. Because that's really good. Now it's starting to flow a little bit. Okay, let's close this giveaway up, and then we'll do another one. I think I've got some Iroshizuku in here to give away. All right. Cool. All right, giveaway's closed. Pen advice needed. I just refilled a pen and find when I remove the cap, the nib has some ink spots on it. Not a problem, but some ink gets on the grip. It should not be getting on the grip at all. I would check it Make sure everything's seated well, right? You might need to clean it first. When I see like weird things, if something's getting on my grip section, I'm going to empty the pen and kind of reseat everything that I can and then re-ink it and see what's up. Something's probably loose. All right, let's pick a winner. We ready? Pick a winner. Thorpe Cat. Thorpe Cat, you win. Thorpe Cat, are you present? You are the winner. Whee! There you are. All right, Thorpe Cat. So we use, sometimes we have Corgi Butt stickers we use. We're out of the Corgi Butts. We're using Ninjas right now. We use breakfast foods. Thorpe Cat, email me, hello@penaddict.com with your shipping address. And then y'all hang tight. We're going to do another giveaway right after I get this set. So we're going to go Thorpe Cat, right? Is that what it is? Thorpe Cat. All right, email me, hello@penaddict.com. Corgi Ninjas. We need to make Corgi Ninjas. All right, so we're going to put this on here so I can ship this out. A lot of jostling or riding around the car can make the ink splatter in the cap, which will get on the grip. True. Yeah, that sounds like if the pen is moving a lot, just in general, ink's going to get places where it shouldn't be. So, like, you know, even if it's in your pocket, you design paper goods, you can make Corgi Ninjas. You should literally email me at hello@penaddict.com. So we use little sticky notes like that, so I know who to send it to. Smiley Sloth, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So yeah, Corgi Ninjas with buttholes. They gotta have buttholes. Our Corgis had bee-holes, so, you know. All right, let's do another giveaway. Can I remove the feed from a Platinum Preppy? Interesting question. I've never tried. Thank you, Smiley. I appreciate everyone that came in from the Moco raid. They rule. Y'all rule. Chat here rules. Pins rule. Everything. All right, let's give away an ink. I said I'd give away an ink. What do I have here? All right. These inks could have been in the Ninja Stickies are from Enigma? Feel the ninja suit may cumber the bumhole. We can have a cutout. Ninja Narwhals. I don't have a Corgi. I have a Bichon Poo, Toby. Can we get some Toby emotes in the chat? He's not in here right now, though. He usually sits in here while I'm streaming. All right. These two inks could have been in the sampler we did today. And if y'all want me to sample them, because I've used them before. These are used inks, barely. And I'll let the winner pick one. These are inks that I just don't use. Kirisame, Fuyu Soyugun. Don't know if I'm pronouncing those well, Glyph. I've used this one more than Kirisame. So there's probably a little bit out of this one. Oh, not much. There's a little bit out, but not much. This one's probably, yeah, like 1/8 used. He abandoned me since he forgot Spa Day. Spa Day is next week. Yeah, barely used. And Kirisame may not be used at all. So I'm going to hit a sample here real quick. Well, I should have done the giveaway before I did this, but anyway. Like, these would have been contenders, but I've already kind of fired these two inks. I just don't use them that much. So I didn't want to bring them back into the rotation. If I've already put them in the Icebox of Happiness, behind me is the Icebox of Happiness. That's where all the giveaways live. So now that I'm committed to this, let me do the giveaway. All right, so, and as long as you don't live anywhere frozen, I'm happy to ship the inks to you. I'm happy to ship to Antarctica, which I've done, just not ink. So if you're not polar, you can be bipolar, and I'll ship you the inks. You just can't be North or South Polar. Exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship or abroad. You must be present to win. You must say, hey, it's me. I won. Or something to that effect. And then you must email me, hello@penaddict, with your shipping address. All right, Kirisame. Yeah, this one's barely used. So this one was... So this Fuyu would have been a pretty good match. And then Kirisame looks like this. What about Amy Poehler? I would definitely ship to Amy Poehler. 100%. Yeah, I think out of those two, Fuyu would be better. And I've definitely used Fuyu more than Kirisame. Probably a silly question, but do these work in a Lamy Safari? 100%. You just have to have the Lamy Safari converter because they have a proprietary converter. As long as you have that, yes, all of these inks are perfect for a Lamy Safari. They would work just fine. There's a Lamy AL Star. I don't have the fountain pen in here with me. But yep, they would be perfect. So just make sure you get a converter. Or you can use your cartridges. You just clean out your cartridges when you're done with them. Like if you have blue and you have used it, ran it out, you can rinse the cartridge. And then like we syringe fill a cartridge. And then you can just pop the cartridge back right back in there. Fuyu would have been a good... That one's like in this category of stuff we've been testing. All right, exclamation point waffle. Y'all got a couple minutes left on this one. So. Good fun ink. Let's see if we're flowing good yet. Yep. God, this nib feels good. Yikes. Yikes. Oh yeah, so like companies will say to use only their inks, and that's for like general warranty purposes and things like that. So but most standard fountain pen inks work fine in most standard fountain pens. There are definitely outliers you don't want to put in inks. I mean, there's definitely like some like really severe inks you don't want to put in any pen, but you're gonna be good. Fever Fighter, we got the Fever Fighter up there. Yep, you'd be good, Smiley. And you can buy replacement nibs for your Safari. Like you can just buy the nib for your Safari. I'm not sure if you knew that. It sounds like you might know that. All right, exclamation point waffle. And you can pick Kirisame or Fuyusugun. Yeah, you just want to be careful like shimmer inks, pigmented inks, things like that. They would just require more maintenance, more ink flow, things like that. Yeah, ink's flowing great. The match is nice. Yeah, shimmer has extra particles. So like you generally want a pen that you can clean out more easily. Right, and that has a wider nib for better flow, better feed. One winner for both inks. One winner will pick one ink, and then the other one goes back for another day. It's a shame they discontinued Kirisame. It's such a weird ink. Like, look at that. It's like a really foggy gray. kind of cool. Almost has like a brown hint of brown. Little Lenny with the gifted sub. Thank you for the gifted sub, Little Lenny. Fury and Keeg, enjoy your gifted sub. It has a hint of pink on some papers. Yeah, I could see that. Probably can't tell where I stuffed it. So here's my mess. Seeing if you could pull it out of there, but it's stuck on something else now. But yeah, I could see pink undertones coming through there. All right, giveaway's closed. Giveaway's closed. All right, y'all ready? Pick a winner. Fanged. Fanged, you win. Fanged. Nice. Fanged, you win. You have a choice to make, Fanged. You have an ink to pick. There you are. Woohoo! All right. So I should reverse these. So, Fuyu Soyugun. I don't know how to say that one. Kirisame. Do you have a preference? So, it's these two. Fanged is my maiden name? Heck yes. Did Fang pick? Let's go with Fuyu Soyugun. Nice. All right. That is yours. It's definitely, this is the most usable of the two, I think. Kirisame goes back into the ice box. What brand is that Ice Fog? So it is Ink Institute Gourmet Pens. So gourmetpens.com, or is it gourmetpenshop.com where the inks are? So this is a store exclusive ink that you can only get at the Gourmet Pen Shop. Thank you. So that's Ice Fog and Grey J are the two. Ice Fog and Grey J. I mean, she has a bunch of inks. Aziz is usually in the stream too. She was in here earlier. Fuyu, Fanged. All right, get this on here. I would have loved such fancy inks when I was at school, right? I'm with you on that. Oh, there's Gourmet Pens. So Gourmet Pens, that's their ink. That's Aziza. She collaborated with the Ink Institute to make Ice Fog, Grey J, and a dozen more inks, at least. No affiliate link on that one, but thank you for asking. I appreciate you. My favorite so far has been Saskatoon Berry Pie from the Gourmet Pen Shop. It's a magenta E. Magenta E awesomeness. What is the teal ink top right? So that one's gotten some run, Bart. Unexpected run from Mont Blanc Petrol. I have not inked that ink up in ages, and everyone keeps calling this one out. You officially have an email regarding Corgi Ninjas with buttholes. Heck yes. Heck yes. I wish I had one. I wish I had an example to show you. So yeah, that ink is kind of tripping people out. I didn't realize that's kind of what we were going to get there, and now I need to ink it up with something. Kikyo is Sailor Manyo. So this is an ink series. Is Kikyo still an active ink? So this is Kikyo. It looks great, but reviews say 0 water resistance. Literally nothing on this page is water resistant except probably Mount Fuji. So yeah, Sailor Kikyo. I think this is a standard ink, so you should be able to get this one. So yeah, that's this one here. You have to carry corgi ninjas with buttholes in the PA shop. True. All right, see you, Brooklyn Becca. All right, Fanged. I don't want to forget this. That's yours. Congratulations on that. And with that, Chad, I think we need to wrap it up here. We had a late podcast, a late stream. I'm going to go have a late lunch. Maybe. Have something. Tomorrow, the B-hole should be ninjas, the shurikens. Yeah, sick. I like the way you think. Hey, thanks all of y'all for being here. Thanks to everyone who came in with the follows today. Came over on the raid. That was epic. Epic raid. Do we got anyone streaming today? Corolla streaming today? Who we got? Anyone? We got Tilly, Kelpsy, Podunk, Kiri. Hey, today would be a good day to go see Kiri. We're going to go from Moko making to ink slinging, which was me. And now we're going to go to goldsmithing, which is our friend Kiri Tisa, who is epic. So y'all go hang out with Kiri Tisa for a while. Super friendly, super fun maker. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. I think I'm going to try to catch up on my journal tomorrow. I've been doing so poorly. That's the working plan, but I could change my mind completely before tomorrow. Tomorrow. So, all right. Y'all go say, oh, she has ducks. You got to go quack like a duck. If you have a duck emote, send it over to Kiri. She has a duck on the screen. We got really bright in here, Chad. Thanks again, all y'all, for being here. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. I'm not good at the raid call thing. I always forget. But if you have a duck,